What do you know about impeachment?
Okay. Very little.
I don't really know anything about impeachment.
I'm interested in kind of figuring out, what they're doing and how it's going to work.
With impeachment headlines swirling, how does one work?
The way I think about impeachment is it's similar to an indictment by a grand jury.
Linda Fowler is a research professor at Dartmouth College, focusing on American politics.
Impeachment simply says that there is a probable cause that the president was committing high crimes and misdemeanors while in office.
It's up to House committees investigating the president to find evidence, which make up probable cause. These charges, articles of impeachment, go to the House of Representatives, which vote on their merit. If it passes by a majority, it moves to the Senate. The Senate would then hold a trial. If 2/3 of members voted to convict the president of high crimes and misdemeanors, then the president would be removed from office. Only 3 other presidents faced impeachment. Bill Clinton and Andrew Johnson were both acquitted by the Senate. Richard Nixon resigned before he could be impeached. The question remains whether the House will impeach President Trump and send those charges to the Senate.
The Republicans in the Senate are not there yet, but they are quietly grumbling about spending so much time having to explain or cover up or clean up the messes that the president has been making since taking office.
Professor Fowler says, like the impeachment of President Nixon, the process could take years.
The American system was built to withstand quick movements at a time of popular unrest or serious political divisions.
In Hanover, Nathaniel Reed, NBC5 News.